Hey, before you scroll past, let me tell you how the DT1990 Pro MKII actually feels in your hands and on your ears. The first time I put them on, it was the moment I realized my old headphones weren't just good enough anymore, they were actively hiding details I needed to hear. Take a second right now to check the current price and stock, because headphones this precise and capable don't linger at a strong value once people discover what they actually reveal. This is for you. The person who's ever mixed in a pair of cans and wondered if something was just off. The person who's sat in critical edit sessions trying to trust what you hear. I used to think that decent sound was enough. I'd nod along, convince myself the mix sounded solid, and then hear something new later and think, where was that hiding? That's the moment you realize you've outgrown compromise. Switching to these transformed how every project felt. It wasn't just louder or clearer, it was truthful. They reveal texture, space, and depth without coloring what's there. You don't interpret what you're hearing, you experience it. All those tiny details you used to chase? They're suddenly in front of you, not buried under haze or artificial warmth. That clarity isn't clinical in a cold way, it's informed and accurate, and that makes all the difference when you're shaping sound instead of just listening to it. I've used them through marathon mixing sessions where balancing every element really mattered, through mastering days where nuance isn't optional, and even during editing where sync and timing have to feel exact. And that open design? It doesn't trap sound in a box, it gives you space. You hear where everything sits in the mix, not just that it's there. Instruments feel like they have room to breathe, and vocals feel honest instead of forced forward. Performance here isn't about hype spec numbers, it's the moment you realize you're not guessing anymore. You're deciding based on what's real. That's confidence you feel in every track you touch. And the Tesla drivers? They don't just push sound, they articulate it with an energy that stays defined even at higher levels, without shrill peaks or muddy lows. While you're thinking about this, don't let price twists or stock quirks pull this out of reach. Studio-grade gear that actually delivers gets claimed fast once professionals and serious creators hear what they do. If you're hesitating because your current headphones get you by, here's what hits you after a few sessions with these. Once you've felt true detail, anything weaker starts to feel like guesswork. You start noticing parts of your mix you never heard before, the little room reflections, the microdynamics, the breadth of a vocal that wasn't obvious before. That's the kind of insight that makes you step up your work instead of just finishing it. Accuracy that feels real, not colored details that were hiding, now obvious. Open soundstage with space and breath, balanced response you can trust, comfort that keeps you focused, not distracted, not as portable as close back cans. Open design leaks sound outward. At some point you stop looping through specs because the choice you keep circling back to is the one that already felt right when you first listened. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and then look back on wishing you jumped on it sooner. Check the current price and make the move. This is the set of headphones that finally lets you mix, edit, and master with confidence.